State, although they never saw Arizona State, they got to see away in the officials' crease, and that ignites Ufko back the other way, but the Terriers clear it back with an indirect. And Hutson pinches, tried to center it. That was deflected away, or he went out an open Skoog, and now Ufko will toss it in on the backhand. Puck here to the near corner. UMass hard on the forecheck. Cameron trying to center one. Puck squirts free. Lautenbach comes back to cover it. Flips it down to Cale Makar. Makar stopping along the near wall. Brings a man down, McDermott. McDermott for a wraparound attempt, and that's off of Comesso. And cleared back. Hutson, a little shake and bake for a shot that peels wide. Up to the near point, Gallagher fires it hard for Hutson. Hutson got tripped up at the line and then broke the play. And fortunate there, as UMass might have had some numbers. Now Hutson looks ahead, carries through the center ice circle. Clean entry over the line. Drops it off. Gets it back. No, could not get it back there from Zabanet. Deals it off here to O'Brien. O'Brien comes all the way to McCarthy here at the near point. Through traffic. Peterson had a good idea there.
UMass had it. They seem to want to pop two forwards down low.
Nice poke check by McCarthy. Got the puck back in the offensive zone. Tuch tried to center it. Denied down the near wall. Dropped to the far corner. Tuch played there by Ellis. Tuch and Ellis engage. Puck now is picked off. O'Brien comes to the point here. McCarthy, center point. Finessed in there by Fensori. Now O'Brien's got a little daylight. O'Brien carried to the front. Lofted the backhand up and over the bar.
Thought he was going to drag it a little bit further, try to get the goalie moving more.
Now Cale Makar. Harding will bank it up by Hutson. Hutson, though, just got a piece of it and was able to play it to McCarthy. Hutson got McCarthy for a wrister. Save is made by Pavicic. I don't know if he got a good look at it, but he stopped it.
He just kind of knocked it down with his catching glove.
Quinn Hutson tried to go far point, or got batted away, but Quinn Hutson back against Harding is able to occupy him until help arrived.
Well, just got through saying how they're going to attack your points in the blue line. You got to be aware of that. That time it was, and Quinn was playing defense and covering up for his brother.
Right there on the attack. Left side now, Zabanet back for McCarthy, cautiously, right side. Snapped in by
defenseman Lane Hutson about his experience at the World Juniors tournament, and he said the thing he took away most was just the importance of off-ice preparation and recovery. He said it's just a grind, starting with the selection camp in Michigan before the tournament even starts, and it falls also in the middle of the college schedule. And you briefly mentioned all the effort he went to rejoin the team in Arizona. He told me he flew out of Halifax at 2:45 a.m. immediately after winning the bronze medal, landed in Tempe at 12:30 p.m. to be with his team for the 2:30 p.m. game against Air Force. And Coach Pandolfo said he thought about managing his minutes, but once he saw him out on the ice, he was like, nah, he's good to go. So all that off-ice preparation and recovery he's doing that he's been telling me about must be working. Bernie?
Absolutely. Very much like himself, Laura. I'm pleased to report. Thank you. Great to have. Puck is cleared back, kept in by Hutson off the point. The aforementioned Hutson, who planes, trains, and automobiles got him back. Now a steal by Hutson, pushes it in front. Kaplan on the backhand, denied by Pavicic. And he'll grinding away against Eric Faith, the veteran. Off the face-off there, Lane Hutson from the far point. Didn't get much help. Kaplan pulls it out and then slides it left side. Now Skoog is right back in the offensive zone. He got jammed effectively by Eric Faith, his opposite number. Puck back to the point. McCarthy handles some pressure. Kaplan now to Skoog. Skoog frees up for a shot. Wrister and a goal. Wilmer Skoog remains hot for the Terriers offensively. And then side, O'Hara jumping right back in offensively in front. Dyke on the backhand, and Comesso followed him, and Dyke never really got a shot away. Aggressive play by Comesso certainly helped. Now Stevens got jammed effectively by McDermott. UMass defenseman there, Mercury, the extra defenseman, getting a shift. Tristan Amonte from a bad angle trying to play it to the cage. Mercury there got the double team, got all muscle, but now gets it back. It took a second and third effort from Mercury. Back in deep. Tuch now jams in against McDermott. Terriers get it back high. Fensori shifting off the far point, looking for a little bit of daylight. Throws it to the front. Pavicic forced to make a save.
Nobody's covering.
It comes to the far corner. O'Brien. There's that high roll again, Mark. And
yeah, but
get that coverage. Yep. And a goal. O'Brien throws it to the net from just inside the line, and that one had eyes, and the Terriers have a 2-0 lead.
Well, we just talked about the high roll, how to work for the Terriers. Man, if the defenseman stays on the blue line, it's a 1-against-2 situation. That time it worked perfectly. Everybody rotated the way they were supposed to, and O'Brien beat his man one-on-one.
On And that's going to be all for...
No, it's a...
Oh.
I don't think so.
Pavicic, is he coming to the bench already here? I think he is. No?
Change his stick.
Oh, just to get his change his
guess
stick.
that wasn't his lucky stick.
Okay, I guess not. Thought he might have been done. Carried ahead and carried in clean by Tuch. Then he got a little pressure, and the Minutemen find an opening down to the BU zone. Still got 45 seconds on the Makar penalty. The Terriers trying to add to a 2-0 lead here in the first period. Cross-ice pass, not a good one. McDermott right there in the middle to take it away and play it all the way to the BU zone again.
Terry's got fresh legs, second unit power play out there. A lot of freshmen on the ice.
Here comes one of them, Lane Hutson, of note. Hutson over the line, dishes left side to Tuch. Lane Hutson gets it back, curls the net, gives it back here to Green. Kaplan up top. Green walks it down right side, holds it, looks at the UMass defensive perimeter, now up high. Lane Hutson, Green goes cross ice. Quinn Hughes from that far circle threads it back for Lane Hutson. Shot in front, deflected away. Quinn Hughes gets it back. Power play time dwindling. Quinn Hughes now able to walk through and scores. Quinn Hughes from the far circle just after the power play expired. That's one of my power play hangover goals there, Mark, where the Terriers maintain possession.
Well, great one going, buried in the back of the net. Great movement here. You watch him off the wall. Just took it right to the net. Had a nice ball.
Hard to the cage, but we've seen some interference calls in the last couple of weeks that shall remain nameless in international play.
That's Lane Hutson.
Yeah, exactly. And Ufko and Connors. Hutson now shakes and bakes to the red line and sweeps it in. And behind the net, Pavicic shovels it to the far corner. Terriers go to play down on that as Tuch crunches his man there as he put a big thunderous hit up on Mike Cameron. The Terriers now, O'Brien wheeling back in. Drops it to Peterson. Peterson looks to leave it for O'Brien. Puck comes lonely into the far corner. Fensori in to play it. It's left on this abbreviated power play to begin the second period. Lugged and feathered ahead by Hutson. Hutson gets it back outside the line. No
Lugged and
hurry.
feathered, Bernie. That's what you title your next book.
Yeah, exactly. And Hutson rides it in hard off the runner. Brown looking to dish it deep. Kaplan sends it all the way back. Lane Hutson here at the near point. Makes a move. Drops it in behind the cage. McDermott races to grab it. McDermott banked it up. And down to the Terrier line. Lane Hutson will field it again. And Threadis gets it back. And sends it down into BU territory where Lane Hutson will field it. Away from his former teammate last week, Connors.
Not anymore.
Yep. And Lane Hutson shifts ahead, over the line, trying to shift through there, and Ellis took him down.
And punched him in the face.
Yep, a little extra. Kennedy O'Connor ladles it back to the BU zone. Stevens first man. His pass glanced off a skate, and now it's carried ahead and played in by O'Hara. I think Lane Hutson's going to get the gate here.
Yep. Should have blown the whistle already. Just see if we can get him to number 2.
Yeah. So that percentage going down. Up high. Tried to go up and down for Hutson. That was knocked right straight out of the air. And cleared away there by Koopman. Morrow on the attack, right side. Gets it back down low. Centers one. And a goal. So a little transition.
That puck out of the air that started the offense. Started it the other way. Right at his own blue line. I watched him the whole play. Batted out of the air, generated some offense, and just flew down the weak side with nobody paying attention and knocked him down.
Carried back now by Lane Hutson. Drops for O'Brien. O'Brien up over the line. Was able to feather it to Quinn Hutson. Quinn Hutson gets it back. Lane Hutson walking the line. Drops it to Green. Green steps to the far circle. Green, Tuch. Just outside the line. Scored by Lane Hutson. Don't expect to see that.
Yeah,
Yep.
It's got to be bouncing if he missed it.
Yep. Too much pace. Tuch drops it to the far corner. Runs in hard at O'Connor. And to Lane Hutson. Lane Hutson races ahead. Dishes back. Tuch at the line. Far side Green. Green attacks McDermott. Green drops it deep for Tuch. Half wall Green. Lane Hutson up and down for Quinn Hutson, playing catch, just like the driveway in Palatine, Illinois. Quinn Hutson with a shot there, and that one just deflected. It looked like that was labeled for the top corner. 5 seconds left on the power play. Green patiently looks, goes to the bumper to Kaplan. He bumps it back to Lane Hutson, who gets it moving again. Lane Hutson shifting here left side. In front for a jam there by Tuch, and Pavicic denied him. Time will be the first ever visit of the Big Red of Cornell to Agganis Arena.
Watching some replays here of Quinn Hughes just dealing with the puck down the wall. Throws it right out in front.
Right to
Tuch right there. Tuch right in front of the net. Nobody picked him up.
Face off now. O'Brien shifts back, drops to Lane Hutson. Lane Hutson looking ahead man to O'Brien. Morrow stepped up. Morrow got a little help from Koopman, who has the lone UMass goal. Lane Hutson now far side McCarthy. McCarthy rink width up off of O'Brien. Graham the junior from New York, from Manhattan, 6 foot, 181 pounds. Played for the Junior Islanders in the NCDC.
Brian's got a broken stick.
Webster playing a little cat and mouse. Try to play tomorrow. Poked away by Tuch.
Oh, he needs a stick.
O'Brien wanted to jump in the rush, but needed a stick in order to do it. That's right. What comes in handy. Keefe dropping it in here to the near corner. And Hutson there to cover, but centered. Webster with a shot there, and that was partially deflected by the Terriers. Now Peterson up ahead off a Tuch. Lane Hutson
offside
at the line, and to delay it offside, the Terriers have to touch the line. UMass looking to take it on. McCarthy finds Tuch on the breakout. Tuch twisted here to the near wall. Played by Ellis.
It's offside. Should have blown the whistle.
To play it, and starts to carry. Lane Hutson takes a zone, takes another zone, comes across the blue. Lane Hutson wheeling for a quick shot there. Just did spin. Brother Lane. Lane shifts back. Shifts away again. No particular hurry. McCarthy will slam it in high. Circles back. Starts to carry left side. Long lead. Kaplan's got a step. Kaplan with a wrister, and he misfired it wide. He's looking near side. Lane Hutson grabs it. Walks to the circle. Shot in front. Stopped by Graham. Tuch. Pass was altered there by O'Connor. Green gets it back. Tuch centers one to Kaplan. Can't be used zone. Terrier power play rush. Lane Hutson swiftly through the neutral zone. Comes to the line. Got one. Minutemen take advantage. Glove down by Hutson. Got to get everyone inside. Then he hands it to Green. Green coming down central. Green backhand pin the UMass rush. Sabanet for Lane Hutson. Lane Hutson with a shift and a wrister, and he snapped it wide. Left side carried by O'Hara. O'Hara for Connors. Connors looked to go back for Dyke. He was denied.
Yeah, denied by Lane Hutson.
Stopped there by Keefe. Keefe just found an opening to play it out of the zone. McCarthy lays it off to Lane Hutson. Gallagher now. So I'm going to send Peterson in. Almost sprung him. Peterson now got it back in front. Sticked away by Graham. Off of again on low. Tuch trying to work away from Ufko.
Showing some strength there.
And does. Tuch now. And got slowed down by Ufko. Tuch, though, keeps it moving. Maintains control. Shovel. Morrow starts the maneuver. Cameron from the back wall. Attacked there by McCarthy. Puck pulled away by Hutson. And the